This is a chocolate chip peanut butter crunch. I refused to be shamed by my school. I just wanted to say that she was an incredible person. Good morning! I am on my way to work and I'm like well, not really late, but I'm a little bit late because I spent the time to curl my hair. I like doing my hair nice for work or just like if I'm going out anywhere. And I am quickly eating in the car a Cliff Bar. This is a chocolate chip peanut butter crunch because I didn't really have time to eat, but it's okay. I'm gonna have break in probably 2 hours, so that's not too bad. Then I'll get to finish eating. I packed lots of food, so. But yeah, I just wanted to update you guys. I am on my way to work right now. Hey everyone, so I just got back from work and I ate dinner and I kind of cleaned up my room a little bit. I put the sheets back on my bed because I just washed them from the laundry, so I have fresh clean sheets for tonight. But I just wanted to address that I did skip day 14 of my daily vlogs, and it's actually ironic because on day 13 I was talking about how I haven't yet skipped a day and I'm really proud of myself, but I just want to explain myself. So for day 14, it was Sunday. I woke up Sunday morning and I got a text from a friend that had said that one of our elementary school teachers had passed away. And it was just really shocking to me, and it's kind of one of the first times that I've experienced somebody close to me passing away, like at an age that I actually understand. My grandfather has passed away when I was maybe 6 years old, so at 6 years old you don't really understand what's going on. So now that I'm 18, this is kind of like the next death in my life that I have experienced, and I just wanted to explain that, talk about her a little bit. So my elementary school teacher, she was actually an amazing woman. She was only 45 years old. I don't want to give away too many details about her passing because obviously I want to respect the privacy of her family and everything, but she was very young, 45 years old. And it was quite sudden, I assume. But yeah, I haven't seen her in a while. She taught me grade 2, and then she also taught me again when I was in grade 8. So she was there for me when I was growing up. When I was in grade 2, she was the teacher that taught me and Nikki, actually, my best friend Nikki. And in her classes when we actually started becoming best friends. So that's kind of like a big milestone in our relationship, having this teacher together. And one of my favorite memories of being in her class was when we were in grade 2. So she was a very talented woman, musically. So she would put on a lot of plays. So when we were in grade 2, it was probably once a month we would work on plays and we would perform for our family and our friends, and they would all come to the school and watch. It was springtime and we were doing the play of Cinderella. So the way she announced all the roles is there wasn't any auditions or anything because everyone had to be part of the play. So and it was a class of maybe 25. So the way she announced the roles is she had the more basic roles like background characters, and then would go further, and then the last couple roles that she would announce were the big ones. So every girl in my class wanted to be Cinderella. So as she was calling the other roles, before she got to Cinderella, nobody was raising their hand, nobody was volunteering to be any of these roles. So we came to get to the three ugly stepsisters, or as she called them, the beautiful stepsisters. And the way she would say it, she would say, beautiful stepsisters. So nobody was volunteering to be these stepsisters. And personally myself, I wanted to be Cinderella more than anything. But so did every girl in my class. So we're sitting there and waiting until people would volunteer to be the ugly stepsisters, and we wouldn't move on until we filled those roles. So after maybe a couple minutes of just sitting there and her waiting for us to volunteer, I said, you know what? I said this to myself. I said, you know what? Probably not going to get Cinderella anyways. Let's be the ugly stepsister. So I decided to put up my hand, and I was the first one to put up my hand to be an ugly stepsister. Beautiful stepsister, sorry. And then right after I volunteered, Nikki volunteered, and another girl did also. So those roles were filled, and we were all really happy with our roles. So it kind of, to sum this up, it kind of taught me to be humble, and it taught me that, like, to go for things in life that are not always so popular. And my teacher, this teacher, had this quote like taped up on her wall, and this was when I was in grade 8. And the quote said, what is right is not always popular, and what's popular is not always right. So I don't know who created this quote, but she had this quote up on her wall. So it kind of just goes to show that, like, nobody else wanted to be any of the stepsisters, but for some reason I wanted to. Like, I don't really know why. I wanted to be Cinderella, but then I told myself that, you know what, like, let's give it to somebody else. So I decided to step forward, and then the other people followed me. So it was kind of just like, I was in grade 2. I was 8 years old at that time, and it kind of just like taught me like good morals, right? And that's like the first memory in my life that I can remember actually doing something morally conscious. And so this teacher taught me that. And then when I had her again in grade 8, I remember I was put in her class, and I had none of, oh, there's a fly on my leg. There's a fly in my room. Anyway, so I was put in her class in grade 8, and I was really upset, not because I was in her class, but because there was 2 other classes. It was a pretty small elementary school. There was 2 other classes, and all my best friends, or all my like close group of friends, were in the other classes, and I was put into this one class with a bunch of and like all the other girls in this class were all really close friends. So I felt really like left out, and that actually brought me closer to my teacher at the time. And I don't know, she was just an amazing woman. She was so physically fit, and she was a yoga teacher also, and like she was just so healthy. So it doesn't seem right that somebody so young and so healthy should pass away, but it happened. And I don't know, she was just always there for me. She taught me so many things, and she was truly a friend to me. Like, I had so many opportunities because of her, and I learned so much about myself because of her. And actually, when I was in grade 8, you graduate elementary school, and she was one of the people that picked me to be valedictorian for my graduating class of elementary school. So that was like a fantastic honor, and that was pretty much because of her. There was some other teachers involved in the voting process, but I knew it was because of her, and I just wanted to thank her for that. But I wanted to just say something that it's kind of like everything happens for a reason. So I went back to my elementary school probably 2 months ago because with my high school, I'm part of this leadership program where we go back to the elementary schools and we kind of like run activities with them to kind of prep them to be grade 9s. This is like towards the end of their grade 8 year, right before they graduate. So I was part of that program, and as a grade 12, I came to my elementary school and I was with my friends, and we were like, oh, let's go visit this teacher. And so it was like lunchtime at the school. So we walked around the school and we were trying to find her classroom. We went around looking, and she was actually on lunch break. She wasn't in her classroom. But then we didn't give up. We continued, and we were like, no, let's find her. Like, we really want to say hi. So we continued and like really went to go look for her. And now looking back, it was truly just a blessing. We did find her, and I'm so grateful for that day because it was my final goodbye. And at that time I didn't know it would be, but what if I said to myself, oh, it's okay, she's not here today, like let's just go back to like the area that we were doing all the activities. Like, what if I just said, it's okay, we'll see her another time, I'm sure I'll be back in the school. Like, no, I said to myself, I really want to find her and I want to say hi. It all worked out that I got to say goodbye, and I'm so grateful for that moment. So tomorrow is her funeral, and I want to go, but don't, like, I really want to go and like pay my respects to her family and her loved ones, but I don't know if I can really bring myself to go. Like, it's really hard for me to deal with death, especially because I haven't had to deal with too many deaths. Like, I feel like I don't know how, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna go tomorrow. I guess you'll see my daily vlog, but yeah. I just wanted to explain that to you guys, that I didn't do a daily vlog yesterday because I just took the day to myself because after hearing this news. But I know you guys are going to be so understanding, like, you guys are going to be commenting all these sweet things down below, and I just want to thank you guys in advance because you guys are so sweet. I love you all so much, and I just wanted to share this with you guys. But I didn't want to give out too many details, again, to respect her family and her loved ones, but may she rest in peace because she was truly an amazing person and impacted my life in ways that I cannot even express. And I was reading her memorial page and there was just a million sweet comments about her. Like, she touched so many lives and made people realize like how important like a single individual can be in your life, and I just wanted to say that she was an incredible person. So moving on with the rest of my day, I was cleaning up my room like I said, so I came across my old backpack that well, it's not a backpack, it's a big purse, and I used to use this back when I was in grade 10? And I did a what's in my purse video with this bag, and I thought it was perfect to use for work because I've been using this bag here for work, and it's nice and all, but I kind of don't really like the print anymore. Like, I used this bag back when I was in elementary school, and it was just, you know, it's a little bit more maybe childish, so, and it's a little bit too small too, so not even just the pattern, but it's too small for like all the food and stuff that I'm bringing to work. So I decided that I'm going to use this bag now because it's just so much bigger and a lot cuter. I really like this bag. It's actually by Steve Madden. I got it at the Bay like 2 or 3 years ago, so yeah, I've even like sewn it back together a couple times because it's ripped. Let's just see what's in my work bag. So I transferred a lot of my stuff in already. I have my lottery ticket here that I won $5 on. I have to remember to bring it back. I don't know if I'm going to just cash it out and get the $5 or if I'm going to play again. Probably play again. So this is my issue of 17 magazine that I brought to work one day because I just got it in the mail and I didn't have time to read it, and I have a 30-minute lunch, so I was reading it while I was eating by myself. There was some really good stories in here. Actually, there was one story. Let's see if I can find it. There's a story about this girl that stood up against, this one here. I refused to be shamed by my school. This story, if you have this magazine, it's really inspiring, and this presenter here. So basically it's about a girl who stood up against a presenter that comes to her school, and they talk about sex and education about it, and this girl pretty much shames everyone, and like, I'm not saying, like, I'm not like choosing a side here, but I'm just saying that this presenter, she didn't come to my school, but my religion class, they made us watch this video, and it was actually really funny. Like, not even like informational, it was funny. So I think it's a good thing that she stood up against this presenter, and it's like really funny that I'm reading something in a magazine about a presenter, and this girl, we watched the video. She didn't come to my school, but all the religion classes had to watch that video in grade 12. So if you have this magazine, I suggest you read this article because it was really interesting. And I don't normally read articles in magazines. Like, I'll usually just look for like the fashion tips or like little quizzes and stuff, but I decided to read this article and it was really good. Anyways, moving on. Okay, that was in there. I also have, that's a pay stub. This bag is from Garage, by the way. I have the nail polish that I'm wearing on my nails right now. This is Essie's Playdate and my favorite top coat, which is Sally Hansen Insta Dry. And I don't think there's anything else in here because I took it all out. The rest of it is in here. So inside this bag, I have a water bottle. I have icebreakers, but I finished them all. These were the strawberry ones. They're pretty good. I have a pack of gum. I have the wrapper to the Cliff Bar that I ate this morning. I have a Pop-Tart that I didn't eat, but I love them. It's a chocolate fudge one. Then I have the creme brulee, a Revlon lip butter. I have a pair of headphones, earphones. I have $5. That was just loose because when I went to Tim Hortons I paid with it, and then I just shoved the change in my purse or in my bag. I have a pen here, a little pen that I use when I'm at work. I clip it onto my name tag because it's so small. I have another Revlon lip butter, and this one is in sugar frosting. Really like that one. And that's all that's in my bag. So, I think I'm going to wrap up this video here because it seems to be pretty long already, and I'm going to be going to sleep soon. But I hope you guys all enjoyed. I hope you guys all had a great day, and I will see you all tomorrow for day 16. I'm back on track now. Bye! I feel a pinch and I screamed and I was like, oh.